What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we've got two new products from our friends over at UltimAider. This is the ClampMount phone hanger and the magnetic mount phone hanger. So I haven't even opened these up, but we're going to do a full review of these today, and I'm going to show you how I intend to use them. So let's go. So we're going to do these one at a time, and we are going to start with the clamp mount. This is a 3D printed frame here that everything is attached to. You have a adjustable clamp mount here that you can put your phone in. Put your phone in there, clamp it down, and that sucker ain't going anywhere. So I did notice some 1/4-20 threads right there, and I think I would be able to use that for a GoPro mount. You know, we'll probably try that out here in a few minutes. It comes with a lanyard with just a clip on the end and this little guy. What you do is you take this, take your phone case off, and through your charging port there, you're going to stick that out. It lays flat. Put your phone back in. Now you have a place to clip your lanyard right there. Now, that is a great addition, you know, especially if you're using the magnetic mount, because if you bump it off, you're going to want to make sure that stays in the tree with you. So we'll take this back off for now, but I think that is a really good option to make sure that you're able to hang on to your stuff. The other thing I wanted to mention on this is this knob right here on the back. You can loosen it up, and it is grooved. Here, let's take it apart so you can see it. So there are some little teeth on this little round piece right here, and what it does is it catches on those grooves inside of that, and so it doesn't let it spin after you tightened it up. So let's put this on there with the phone horizontal. Little play, but it's pretty sturdy. Put your phone in, tighten it down. On your bridge where your carabiner is attached, I always have my gate at the top. All you have to do is open your screw, open your gate, put the mount in, and basically what happens is your bridge is kind of coming down at an angle like this on both sides, so your phone will actually rest on your bridge, keeping it at pretty much the perfect angle. Now, I don't see myself watching videos or movies or anything like that in the stand, but I'm always checking the weather. I'm always getting notifications for pictures on my cameras. I'm always going into my bino harness and pulling my phone out. So that's a lot of movement. So if it's right there in my face, literally all I've got to do is tap the screen, and with very little movement, I can check everything on my phone and not have to worry about spooking deer. So really cool product, and I can't wait to try this thing out. So let's move on to the magnetic mount. So the magnetic mount is a lot simpler than the clamp mount. It's actually really low profile, and it comes with a magnet on one side with a plate that you put on the back of your phone. This one also comes with a lanyard and the adapter to go to your phone. Here's the only problem that I have with this, and I've got a solution, but for people who are using iPhones and you are using the MagSafe case, the problem with this, and I've already tested this out with another one, even a lot smaller than the one they sent, is if you put it in the center here, it does not allow the MagSafe charger to charge your phone. So my thought initially was to use this for a battery pack. So I can take this magnet or this plate and stick it to my battery pack, and then hang my battery pack behind my phone with a short cable running from the charger to my phone. Or I can hang this from my gear strap and charge, you know, like a GoPro or something like that with it. So my solution to being able to use it with my phone is on the back of this is plenty of real estate right here. Amazon has magnets that work for the MagSafe cases. Basically, all it is one big magnet with a sticky backing that you would put on here, and then it would attach to your MagSafe. So it's like 10 bucks or something like that on Amazon, so not really worried about that. But I didn't want to take away the capability of using the MagSafe charger with my phone, and I didn't want to have to buy another case just to hunt with. So no big deal. There's a lot of people out there that don't have MagSafe cases, so for the majority of the people out there, this would probably be no issue. Some people may call me bougie, but whatever. So in the meantime, I'm going to attach this little magnetic plate to my charger. That's pretty sturdy. I had to shake the crap out of it to get it off of there. So I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that coming loose. So I like it in the middle because, you know, you have your ports on one end of the charger, so you can have it to where your ports are pointed straight up, or you can spin it around where your ports are pointed straight down and loop into your phone. Or turn it to the side. If your phone is in the same orientation, it can loop around and go there. I've got a couple of, you know, like 8-inch cords, lightning cables, so that might work perfect. So I think we're gonna go get hooked up in the tree, put this stuff in action, and see how it works out. Let's go. All right, so we're set up on the tree, and obviously this is not how I set up. I'm actually using my Madrock Safeguard on my tether just to show what it's actually gonna look like while I'm in the tree. I've got my his strap set up, and I'm standing on the bottom step of my stick. So this is just for demonstration purposes, and I wanted you guys to see what it's gonna look like when you're looking at your phone hanging from your phone mount. So as I said before, the magnetic mount, right now until I get the magnet for my MagSafe case, I'm probably either gonna hang it from the back of my carabiner to charge my phone, or I can hang it from the tree to charge my camera. For now, I'm going to show you how to put this in the back, which is go ahead and put your clip on, take your weight off, put it behind your bridge, and it's dangling. Go ahead and put your other one on, grab your phone. I've already got the lanyard hooked up. Would put the lanyard on the carabiner, put it in the grip, tighten it down. Doesn't have to be too hard. These are rubber grips on here, so it's not going to slide back and forth. So you just want some tension on it so it's not going to fall out. And you can see how awesome that is. So then take your charger, you got your ports on this side, hook it up, and it's just dangling. Like I said earlier, I've got an 8-inch cord. I can run from here to here and charge my phone while I'm sitting here. So you can either have your phone in landscape mode, loosen the knob, turn it vertical, and you can have it standing straight up. So now if I'm sitting here, instead of pulling my phone out and doing what I got to do, all I have to do is tap the screen, unlock. I can check text messages, I can check Facebook, I can check trail cam pictures, I can check the weather with very little movement. So I definitely don't have to worry about spooking deer. That really works well. So I'm not really worried about bumping this off. Even though it is magnetic, you don't even have to worry about finding the magnet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the other one to this battery case, maybe with double-sided tape or something like that. So that way, if I do bump it off, I can have the other lanyard hooked to it so, you know, it doesn't hit the ground. Snatch my cord out of my phone. So I'm going to take the clamp style off, and I'm going to put the magnet style in the front, and I'm going to use this to simulate a phone to show you what it would look like in the front instead of the clamp mount. So now we've got just the magnet on the front, and this would simulate my phone. Goes right to it, and then obviously I would have a lanyard hooked to my carabiner as well. If I was using it this way, then the cool thing is I can actually use this as a camera mount. Turn this where the knob is on the bottom, and I can hook this to a carabiner or whatever, and I could have a charger here, and then on this 1/4-20 screw mount right here, I can hook a GoPro mount and even a ball head to where I can just clip this onto the tree, plug my battery into the GoPro, and then position the GoPro where it's pointing towards me, or you know, a different angle. You could even just put your GoPro in here. It is definitely small enough to put a GoPro. I'm very excited to get out there and use this coming season. I think it's going to bring a lot of comfort to my setup, to being able to, you know, keep my phone right in front of me, to be able to hang battery packs and cameras and all that with it. I mean, look how thick that is. I mean, you're talking maybe 5/8 of an inch at the thickest point, and you know, you're talking about 1 3/4 inches thick at your thickest point here. I mean, you could stick that in just about any pocket. So the versatility of this, again, from UltimAider, is just awesome. Such a simple product, you know, that's inexpensive to the consumer, that is so functional and so versatile. It's hard to explain how important it is to hunters and sportsmen alike for companies to design simple yet effective products just like this. And yet UltimAider just keeps on giving to the community. So this is one badass piece of gear that is definitely going to be a permanent fixture in my setup. So go check out ultimaider.com. I'll have links in the description. This is the clamp style and this is the magnetic style, both on the same page with a drop down to select which one you want. Be sure to check out their OSP pack. It is, in my opinion, the best saddlebag on the market. And if you're one sticking and you don't have an UltimAider on your stick, you're doing it wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time in Rob's Man Cave.